welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm going to be doing a everyday simple makeup routine with like drugstore makeup. I really got into makeup maybe 5-6 months ago. I'd been wearing it before, but I wasn't really into it that much. And I don't wear it a lot, to be fair. I prefer to just have like a natural face. I don't really like the feel of it too much on my face, like foundation and stuff. But you know, you have those days when you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna put on some makeup. So yeah, this is my first routine. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any suggestions, any tips on how I can improve, I would love to hear them. So let's get into it. So first of all, I am going to use this Tea Tree Blackhead Cleanser on my face. So I've already washed my face and dried it. I suffer with obviously blackheads here, I'm not sure what you can see. And I have quite what I consider bad skin, like spots and stuff down here. So I'm just going to use this to get rid of it. It says apply the pads to your face and neck, and it removes traces of oil, dirt and grease. So I actually sides is quite dry, so I don't think I'm really going to bother with that. I've already, as I said, washed my face. So I'm going to leave that for a bit. And then next I'm going to do my moisturiser. So I just use this simple Kind to Skin moisturiser. It's quite light on your face, which is why I prefer to use it. I don't like anything that feels very heavy on your face. So I always use too much, so I need to try and use not as much. So like that much, don't know whether you can see. Might be a little bit too much actually. So yeah, I do use actually a variety of products on my face at different times. So I use this as the moisturiser that I use the most, but I also use aloe vera gel. I just feel like it clears my spots and stuff when I put it on. So when I have like my skin's really raw or like agitated, I tend to use this aloe vera gel. But it does dry on your face, it gets quite dry, so I don't use that a lot. And for me, I also like this. It's all over body cream. Not sure whether you're supposed to use it for your face, but it doesn't have any harm on my face. It just sits there. I like the smell of this one. It's really nice. It's a Superdrug skincare one. It smells like fresh. So right. So for my primer, I use this Max Factor primer, just a smooth primer. It's just quite light, I find. I don't find it, I don't think it's a matte one or anything like that, it's just normal primer. So I apply that with my hands and fingers. I'm not sure whether that's the thing to do, but for me that works. So I tend to focus on, obviously again, my T-zone. So for my foundations, I actually use two different types of foundations. So I use this quite light one. It's the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid one in shade 3, which is True Ivory. And I also use this one, which is, it's a number 7 Stay Perfect in the shade Warm Sand. So this is quite a darker foundation. So I mixed the two together. This one I actually bought when I had fake tanned, so they matched it to my fake tan. I'm not sure why I did that, but it's good for summer, for me personally. I tried putting on just this one before and it's just gone really light and it just looks awful. I need to be careful to not mix this one in too much. So I use this board. It's actually an eyeshadow palette, but I don't use it anymore. So I tend not to use a lot of foundation when I'm making it because I often put too much on the actual palette and then I try and use it all on my face and then it gets cakey on my face. So I tend to use a little bit and then I can just top it up each time if that's not enough. So I literally use like a dot of this one because it can get really, I can turn a bit orange if I use too much of that one, which like I said happened. So to mix the two together, I literally just use the end of a makeup brush and then I obviously wipe it at the end. I think this is going to be a little bit too light, definitely a bit too light. So I'm going to add a bit more of this darker shade foundation. I'm sat in the sun and it's boiling. I'm literally melting here. Right, yeah, again, like I said I have done, and I always do, I've used too much foundation. But I'm going to work with what we've got. For like applying it, I actually just use a beauty blender straight away. I don't use a brush just because I feel like it, I don't know, it just, for me it's just annoying. I just prefer to just put this straight on and I can just obviously then blend it into my face. So I go with a little bit first, the makeup. Yeah, I like it, like the foundation to be applied quite lightly because then I can top it up if I feel it's not enough. Once I've done my foundation, I put on my concealer. Actually get a new one of these. It's an Instant Anti-Age by Maybelline, as you can see it there, in the shade 00, which is Ivory. So I actually made the mistake of getting this one in this shade because it's really, really light for me. And I feel like I could have got a shade 1, maybe 2 shades darker, just because sometimes I actually like to just wear concealer on some days, and obviously I have this concealer and it's really light for me, so when I'm wearing just concealer I look like a ghost. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna apply this just under here. I get really dark circles under my eyes, so I tend to use quite a lot of it, and I also use it here. Just on the bottom where I have spots. And sometimes I use it up here as well, so I'm just doing a little blob there. So I go back to the beauty blender and I just blend that in there. I just feel like it makes my eyes look a bit lighter underneath. I don't look as tired because I am usually very tired. I don't sleep very well at night. I don't know why, I just don't. So blend that in there. That should do. Right. So that's the concealer added now. So I'm gonna put all the products down there that I've used, and at the end I'll put a link in the description box, or I'll say all the makeup that I've used. So like I've said, it's just cheap makeup. So with these Maybelline ones, it was I think it was 3 for 2 or something like that. So that's why I got like 3 of those products. Oh yeah, and I got one of those products was the setting spray, which I'll show you at the end. So next in, I go for the powder. That's just me. I just tend to go for the powder next. I actually did have some translucent powder, but it's literally just ran out. So I'm just going to use this Collection Sheer Loose powder. I really like this because I feel like it just holds in all the makeup. Oh, this is translucent as well. I didn't realise that. I was wondering because it doesn't go orange or anything on my face. I was thinking, oh, must just be a really light powder, but it's actually translucent, this one. So because it's loose powder, I really don't like loose powder, actually. It's really annoying. It goes everywhere. So I use this big brush. It's one of those eco friendly bamboo. I think it's bamboo, and obviously it's quite a lot, so I tap it. All the powder's going everywhere. So I basically just sweep it over my face like this. So yeah, I feel like if you don't tap it, it's just gonna crumble on your face. So I tend not to use it. I mean, I guess I use a fair amount of powder on days that my makeup just, like my face is just not cooperating with my makeup, which happens quite a lot. I tend to put quite a lot of powder on my nose. I know it looks bad, it can look bad, but for me, if I don't, my foundation starts coming off, so that's why I put quite a lot. And also around my eyes, just like that, just under my eyes where I put the concealer. I've actually tried using putting on powder with a beauty blender, but for me, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It just took too long. Not only that, I just felt it didn't really stick. Yeah, I just didn't feel it stick. So once I put it all on, I just go over it just to make sure it's all sat there. My mirror's like over here, so it's kind of awkward. So after I've done that, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So sometimes I do my bronzer and my highlighter first before my eyebrows, and sometimes I do my eyebrows and stuff first, just because, I don't know, just my makeup routine. And I also actually forgot to show you guys, and I forgot to put this on my face. It's the corrective, like, what is that, concealer? So it's like a green, like, concealer, which you put on your cheeks. So I've got redness here, so I put it on my cheeks before I put on my foundation and stuff, but I forgot to put it on this time. But yeah, that's a really good thing to use. Just covers up the redness if you're quite self-conscious or you just don't like the redness there or whatever. So yeah, my eyebrows. So I actually have, here it is. I have this e.l.f. Eyebrow duo brush. So it has a spoolie there, and then it has the applicator there. I really like this. I think it was £3 or £4 from Superdrug, and I really like it because it's very small here. The applicator is very small and easy and precise. And then I use the Collection pomade in the shade Brunette. I've never used, before I had this, I never used a pomade. I literally just had this like eyebrow powder when I first started out doing makeup. Yeah, but I definitely think the pomade's the best thing to use. For me, I prefer it the most because I feel like it really makes your brows look defined and really stand out, but like also blends in with the face, if you know what I mean. I understand it's quite confusing what I just said, but so you just dip that in there. I usually actually do use quite a lot of this, but then, I mean, it can make my brows quite dark. They're quite dark anyway. I just do this to really fill them in and just to like make them look defined, so. And then when I get to this bit here, I kind of like draw straight. Sorry, the sun is like literally awful. I just draw straight across like that. So yeah, like I say, I'm not like, what happened to my accent though? I'm not like trying to make my brows look massive and fake. I just want to fill them in, just make them stand out a bit more. Right, whew, I'm blinded now. So that's what I do with my brows. And then it's weird because I don't do my mascara next. Well, I do sometimes, but I tend to do my bronzer and stuff next. I do my mascara last because I can put on my setting spray before I put on my mascara, which is what I do last, because otherwise obviously it runs.
So next I'm going to bronze with the Collection Bronze Glow Mosaic.
I literally just use this brush. So this brush, I got a collection of them. They're like unicorn brushes from eBay, I think. They're really good. I really like them. I personally wouldn't spend a lot of money on brushes, maybe apart from like foundation brushes, just because I find the cheaper ones do the same job or a near enough job. So with bronzer, I've not really mastered the art to bronzing yet, because I actually just started bronzing recently because I was just so scared of like looking like orange or something. So I tend to just apply a little bit there, which is actually a little bit too much. Just defines your face a little bit more. I don't really contour, but I will contour in this video. So that is a lot. And also I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm just like squinting to see. I really need to get one of those mirrors, you know, those small little mirrors that have like the zoomed in side. I need to invest in one of those, I think. So I do that there. And then I'll try, here it is, I was looking for it. So yeah, this is a brush of the same collection. So I tend not to use a lot for contour, I just do a little bit on the brush. So if you do this face, obviously you can just go like that, and it's a lot easier to define like where your cheekbone is and stuff. Don't do my jaw. I haven't really mastered the art of that either. So and then to blend it in, I mean, you can use, I guess it's kind of flexible on what brush you can use. What was that even wider brush? Oh, here it is, this one. You can use this one to blend, or you can use a powder brush, I think. Well, that's what I do anyway. So you can just like fluff it up a bit like that, basically just blend it in, like blend it into your face like that. Just I never know when to stop blending. I'm just like, is this enough? Blend again. So yeah, guys, like I said, obviously I haven't been doing makeup for a while. So I'm just trying to learn. I watch a lot of videos on how to like do makeup. I learned eyeliner. I haven't done it for a while though, and I have to practice it, otherwise I feel like I'm not really good at it. So if you have any tips on anything, please do let me know in the comments section, because I really want to learn just how to do makeup better, really. So next, my favourite part is highlighting. So I don't actually use highlight, like I don't use a highlight palette or like a highlight, what's it called? You know what I mean, like a highlight thing. I actually just use this sparkly like eyeshadow in the Max Factor palette. So that one at the end. Or sometimes I use that one, yeah, that one, which is like tinted It's like rose gold. So today I'm going to use the rose gold one just because that's my favourite. Can you see how red I'm going? I'm like boiling, sat here in the window. So I know a lot of people use these brushes. I personally prefer like more highlight. I don't think these are just quite like a soft highlight. I like to like literally like blind with my highlight. But today I will use this just to do it the proper way. So I just dab the brush in a little bit just to my eyeshadow, and then I just tap it off just so all the loose bits get off. It's not enough actually. I'm always like this with highlight, like that's not enough, and then I put it on, I'm like, whoa, that is enough. Not all over the brush. Right, so I just go like this. It's like a fan, so you just basically just swoop it along there, along this top of your face, just like that. And then I draw my nose just to sparkle it up a bit. And sometimes if I'm wanting to do it, hold it up here, just a quick swoop up there just to make myself more glowy. And then obviously I do it in my inner corners, so I'll get another brush for that. Yeah, I've got this mini brush, which is from the Eco collection. So this is for my, so I do it just here on my eyebrows. And just hold there. And I do it inside my inner corners. This basically just brightens up your eyes. Right, so now I'm very glowed. I am now going to move on to my eyeshadow. So, like I said, did I say this? This is all cheap, affordable makeup. So I'm literally just using 2 Revolution palettes. This is the, they're like both goldy kind of ones. That one's one, and that's my other one. And then if I'm wanting to, I can also use this palette just for like the extra shine and stuff. I'm not really into like wearing like bright colours. I just use plain neutral colours just because I feel like it suits my eyes better because I have darker eyes. So I actually got given these eyeshadow duo brushes from EXO Accessories, which I'm going to be trying out now. I really like this, it's sparkly, it's just really cute. So, I'm trying to decide a colour. I usually go for the same colours. I think I'm going to go for the gold in this palette. I'm not sure whether you can see it, just that gold. But first of all, I'm going to just put a more neutral colour on my eyelids just to make it a bit even when I put it on. So I'm going to use this second colour in this palette next to the lighter colour, just to basically set my eyelids, the more neutral colour, so it's ready for the actual eyeshadow. So I really don't wear eyeshadow a lot just because I just don't think it suits me that much, but I do wear it sometimes on like special occasions and stuff. So actually I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go for this colour. It's like a shiny bronze colour in this palette. So these palettes are £3 or £4 maybe now in Superdrug. Right, maybe I haven't applied enough of it. See, for me, I'm like, I don't want to stand out too much, and then I'm getting into doing my makeup, and then I'm like, oh shit, I've stood out a lot today. think the girls who can wear like bright colours are like really like brave, because a lot of people can pull them off, and hats off to you, because I couldn't. I'd be scared if I wore like a bright pink eyeshadow or something. Even if I knew how to do my makeup, I'd be scared to go out. So, but you know, I guess I just don't think they suit me. Right, so that's a bit better. There. Right, so I'm actually using my phone to film this because I haven't got a camera. Like I said, this is my first video, so hopefully it comes out looking good. So I've done that colour. I'm not really into all this cut crease stuff. I don't really know how to do it that well. The reason I said this is quite a basic. So I'm going to use a smaller brush, but I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease, or kind of, I guess. So I'm going to use this like rose pink colour, rose gold even. Brush it from the corner of my eye into the rest of the eyelid to just bring it in. And I always go overboard with this, so I don't know whether you guys can see. And then on the top of that, I'm going to do like a just a plain like golden highlight colour. So I'm going to do, from this palette, I'm going to do this colour. This is the Max Factor palette. So I'm going to set the spray before I do my mascara and my lipstick and my lip gloss. So this is the Maybelline New York Super Stay Setting Spray, which I got from Superdrug in the, I think it was 3 for 2 deal or something like that. Really good, I really like this. So shake it a little bit. I use quite a lot of it, to be fair. I know you shouldn't, but I do use quite a lot of it. Right, so for this mascara, I just used Max Factor X False Lash Epic. It looks like that. For me, it's not the best mascara. It doesn't, I mean, I like it because it's natural looking. I just wear it on the days I just want to, you know, look not like an alien with no eyelashes. So I just use this one. But yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the best mascara I've ever used. But I don't find it to be clumpy or anything. I just wipe it like that before I use it, just because I don't want to get clumps or anything like that. So just apply that. I don't do my bottom lashes really, because I've got quite watery eyes, and at the end of the day it looks like I've been crying because all my mascara is like down here. So right, so that's the mascara done. So for the lipstick, so first of all I actually have this Nivea Watermelon Shine lip balm. It's tinted and it smells really nice. I got that from Superdrug for £2, I think it was. So that just smooths down my lips. I have really cracked dry lips, so I can actually use this on days where I don't want to use lipstick. Oh, yeah, my lips have been really bad, they got really cracked here. I'm constantly applying lip balm to them. So the next product I'm using is this, you know what, oh, it's a collection. So it's 21, it shades 21 in the Lasting Colour collection. It's Rosewood, that's the name of it. It's like really neutral, cute pink. It's not matte or anything like that. Oh, my lips. is killing me. So I don't use one of those little, I know people have those like lipstick applier things, brushes, but I don't use one of those. I just use the lipstick like this. You guys can see that. I like these kind of normal pink, light pink colours. So after that, my final product that I'm going to use is this, again, Max Factor. It's a lip gloss. So guys, that is my finished look. Oops. I really like it. It does take me ages to do just because I'm precise and I like to get things precise, but that's the look. I will put a link in, we'll put the names of all the products I've used in the description box if you guys want to go out and get any. Yeah, and like I said, any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Thank you for watching.